Boy. Bro, are you stupid? Jesus.
So the question was, when we do the weeklies, and you're asking about the swords specifically? Oh, I'm just going to say, so the question was, the weekly shorts and things, is it going to affect the storyline of Rec Room? All I'm going to say about that is wait and see. That's all I can say about that. Wait and see. All right. Let's talk to Half Dragon. Do you have a question? All right. So the question from so a couple of people in the room asking the question: why can't Crescendo be on the Quest 2 headset? Right. That's the question. So for people who aren't aware, Crescendo of the Blood Moon is one of the Quest adventures that we've made, like Golden Trophy, like Jumbotron. It's a co-op adventure you can go on. It is really cool. I have to admit, it's a very, very cool thing. The problem is it's a little bit heavyweight for the Quest 2 hardware, and we haven't been able to optimize it enough to get it to run at an acceptable frame rate. For example, it took us a lot of work to get to squeeze Isle of Lost Skulls onto the Quest, and we would love to get Crescendo running. And I think I talked about this last time. Like, never say never. There might be a world in which we can get it to work, but for the time being, it's really, really unlikely that you're going to see Crescendo appear on the Quest 2. So I'm really sorry about that. We would love to make it work, but yeah, unfortunately, it is just a technical issue of just it's a little bit heavyweight to run on the headset. But thank you for the question. All right, let's talk to Call Me Xeon. Yeah, so Xeon is asking me, will there ever be a Circuits V2 sampler? So for those of you who work with Circuits, you'll know that there's a Circuits V1 system, which is what we shipped a few years back, the kind of more basic system. And for the last year or so, we've been working on an updated version called Circuits V2, which is a much more sophisticated, much more capable programming language. But it doesn't yet have all of the features of Circuits V1. So one of the V1 features is a sampler where you can record your microphone so you can make sound effects and music and stuff and play it back on circuit signals. Yes, the answer is yes, there'll be a V2 version of that. We've actually done a lot of design work to make it better and more capable, but we haven't implemented it yet. So it'll be another couple of months yet. But yes, it is being worked on. Ultimately the plan is to replace have all of the V1 functionality in V2 and then well beyond. So animations, sampler, visual effects, the whole business. And it'll be a lot more flexible as well when we do it. All right, let's talk to Sebastian. Z20. Sebastian, what you got? So the question is there ever going to be a new Quest soon or in the future? So soon, no. We are working on a new RRO, and we'll be talking about that at RecCon. Actually, we should have some pretty exciting announcements about the next game at RecCon. So breaking news, pay attention for that. So RecCon 24th to the 26th. That's not this weekend, but next weekend we'll be talking specifically about that. As for a Quest, yeah, I mean, I think likely we will make another Quest at some point, but not soon. It'll be at some point. We do have a kind of an idea about what we'd like to do next, but the next RRO is not a Quest. But thank you for the question. All right, let's talk to Mr. Turtle. Yeah, are you guys ever going to update the leaderboard to the new UI as well? All right, so Mr. Turtle is asking about, hey, we've got the kind of older style leaderboards that use the old UI. Are we going to bring up the leaderboards to the new V2 system? So I'm actually not 100% sure the way we're going to do this, but we are going to do. But we want to make sure that you can use the V2 system to make leaderboards. We think what we'd rather do is give you we've got the cloud variables. We want to give you kind of better storage things. Basically make it possible to build way more flexible leaderboards. So rather than just the one that we give you, you can make one that's very custom to your room. So if there are pieces missing for a leaderboard that you wish you could make, please let us know in the canny, and we'll make sure it's on the list. Because, yeah, really the dream is that people can make leaderboards, package them up in Inventions, put them in the Invention store, and then people can use them. So rather than just our one, you can have a whole bunch of different ones. You also asked about the MakerPen UI. Question was, will the Maker Pen get updated to the new UI? The answer is yes. That's been worked on a lot over the last few months, actually. That work is quite advanced. It's both the Maker Pen menu and the palette has had a really major revamp, looking really, really awesome. There's been a bunch of tests of that. So yeah, you'll see that coming relatively soon. I'm pretty confident saying before the end of the year, you'll see the Maker Pen UI rolled out. So, and that's got some really nice new features and tools to it as well.
Do you do the same?
All right, thank you for the question. Let's talk to Mr. Took L.
Don't.
Mr. Took, am I saying that right? Yeah.
5-star.
Oh, okay. So the question is, in the future, will you be able to give your friends Maker Pen access in the dorm rooms? That's a good question. That's a good question. So, I mean, obviously you can invite friends over to your dorm room. Yeah, can you not give them Maker Pen access already? Can you not? I'm actually not sure. That's a great question. I'll have to go check. Yeah, Mr. Took, do you mean like co-owner? All right, yeah, no. So I don't think we'll let you give co-owner access in the dorm room. Like the dorm room is meant to be your one private space, but other people can use the Maker Pen, and then you can save that in there. If you want to do stuff like that, I would recommend setting up a clubhouse and doing it that way. All right, let's talk to Falling Upwards. Fallen Angel over here.
No. I'm so fucking scared. I'm so fucking scared.
So Fallen is asking me questions that I don't know what you're talking about. The what? The forbidden what?
Look at that profile.
The who? The huh? I have no idea what you're talking about.
No.
All right, let's talk to Bulldog over here. What Bulldog? What you got? All right, I'll come back to you. All right, let's talk to Agent Queen. Will we be getting custom dorms anytime soon? All right, so yeah, the question is, will we be getting custom dorms anytime soon? I don't want to give you a time frame because you know what I'm like about promising time frames and then we don't really deliver on my time frames. But yes, we really, really want to upgrade the customizability of dorms. That's something that we think is really, really cool. Like we are always blown away by the amazing customizations people do on dorms. In the short term, we are going to make it easier to use dorm skins. Like right now, I think it's fair to say the dorm skins are really cool, but they're a giant pain in the butt to kind of get in the right place and spawn them in the right way. Oh, I got you. Yeah. So first thing we're going to do is make dorm skins way easier to use. That'll come soon. Then yes, we want to have dorms where you can set the lighting, set the mood, set the sky, have way more advanced customization. Also give you way more flexible layouts so you can have like, something that's a little bit beyond this, the dorm. We also want to make it so you can delete all of the furniture and like really strip it back to bare bones.
Yeah,
so yeah, way more dorm customization will definitely come. That's something we want to do for sure. All right, who else has got a question for me? All right, hang on, Fallen. You already had one. Let's talk to Polly. Hang on, whoa, one at a time. I can't hear Polly. Polly, please go. So Polly, is your question? All right, one at a time, please. One at a time, please. I want to be able to hear Polly. So is the question, is there going to be a new laser tag map? Was that the question? Oh, okay, but yeah, so same thing. So yeah, so Polly's question is, are we going to make a new laser tag map? We're not like currently working on it or anything, so I wouldn't like hold your breath or anything, but we might make a new one at some point. Like I said, the next RRO that's coming out it's not laser tag and it's not a quest. All right, let's talk to Mr. Turtle again.
It's clearly driving, man. True.
Go-karts, when? All right, well, thank you. We had to ask the question. Hey, all I'll say is just stay tuned, but we got to get that question. Says, are we going to bring in anyone? Are we bringing in people from the Echo instances as necessary?
Yeah, it sounds like that. We're looking for other questions in there.
Okay,
too.
Perfect. Also, so hang on just 1 second. Since our goal is to get feedback from the Echo instances, we're hoping that this is a comprehensible experience for people in the Echo instances. The Echo instances, this event is being broadcast to many different instances. So there is audiences in. I don't know how many. Do we know how many people are in this event right now? Let's have a look. Just 1 second. All right, so right now there is almost 400 people in this event, split up over many instances. So in the audience, there's well, let me be exact. There is 378 right now. So we are testing our multi-instance event system. So yeah, right. So they can see us on the stage and they can hear us. They can't see the audience here, and I can't see the additional audiences. But it does let us kind of broadcast a panel like this to many people. And really what we're doing today is ironing out the kinks, finding the bugs, figuring out how to make them really good, because we're going to lean on this technology heavily for RecCon next week. All right, let's talk to Aaron Ponley. What you got? The question is, am I aware of a hacker going around with a charades pen and stuff like that? I can neither confirm nor deny any hacking activity. But yeah, we're both, hey, whatever's going on, we're on it. Don't worry about it. All right. Did you have a question, Jerry, Creative Capybara? Jerry? Yeah. Could you say that one more time, please? I didn't hear that one. YouTube. Okay. All right. So Jerry is spelling out the word YouTube for us. So thank you for that, Jerry. I appreciate that. All right, Fallen. Let's have your other question. What is it? So the question is like speculating about what the next Rec Room original will be. Is there any hints I can give about what the next Rec Room original is going to be? All right, Fallen. Alrighty, just between you and me, I'm going to give you a hint. Okay, so no one else listen. Shh, no one else listen. Come to Rec Room and we'll talk about it. Oh, RecCon. Damn it. I meant. No, hang on. Now I got to do that whole thing again. Wait a minute. Fallen, listen to me. Come to RecCon and we'll talk about it. That's your hint. Man, I really messed that up badly. All right, let's Jerry, what word do you want to spell for us this time?
You do? Oh.
Okay, Rec Room. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Jack VR. What you got?
What?
Is there going to be a new rec center anytime soon? All right, so Jack VR is asking me, is there going to be a new rec center anytime soon? So no, I don't think so. Right now we've kind of been doing more and more kind of like decorations and customizations inside the rec center, and I think we'll do more of that. We want to kind of put more and interesting, fun stuff in there. In the long term, we would really like to evolve the rec center into a kind of more expansive public space, I think, more of like a town square where you can wander around. So I don't think we'll do like a new building, but I think over time you'll see that kind of evolve into a kind of more plaza that you can wander around, which I think would be pretty cool.
Profile picture,
Yeah,
man.
all right,
What's happening
here we
there?
go. Let's talk to Jeb. Hello, Jeb. Oh, that's an interesting idea. So the question is, so for those who don't know, we have a volunteer mod system where we have people who volunteer to moderate the rec center and help us kind of get rid of toxicity and people who are breaking the code of conduct. So the question is, would we expand that to to some of the other Rec Room originals? I guess like Rec Royale, paintball, laser tag, stuff like that. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I don't know that we have specific plans for that. I do know that in the next couple of months, we are going to talk about some new moderation tools and technologies that we're going to be using to improve the moderation in some of our rooms. Don't really want to go into the details of that, but we are working always on our moderation tools, and we will have some specific things to talk about before the end of the year. So thank you for that question. All right, Mr. Turtle. All right, let's go to you again. To follow Agent Queen question, we'll be able to change the size of the dorm. Yeah, I don't think we've got an exact idea how it's going to work, but what we were thinking of something like, I'd actually like to get feedback from this, so maybe on the Discord and the Reddit, we can talk about it. We were thinking we might do like different dorm templates that you can have. So you can have like the normal small one, you can have a bigger one, you can have an extra big one, stuff like that. Something like that. I don't know if we'd let you like scale it because that might get weird, but but a few different templates, and then you can have like dorm skins that fit the different templates. Seems like probably a good idea. All right, let's talk to Aaron. All right, so the question was, are texture transparencies coming? So like see-through stuff, you know what I mean? So when you're using the Maker Pen, you can have like set on any object to transparent. So we've talked about this one in the past. Like we got a lot of this question when we did the glass shapes, right? You can do the cubes and stuff and like make panes of glass. A lot of people want like, hey, you can just set any object to be transparent. We would love to. It is kind of a performance challenge. So it is very expensive to render transparent materials, and some of our platforms, like, it's kind of the reason like why it's hard for us to put things like Crescendo on the Quest 2, is that is battery-powered hardware. Quest 2 is super, super amazing, don't get me wrong, it's an incredible piece of hardware, but it's a battery-powered VR device that's rendering at, I want to say 120 hertz in stereo. There's only so much power, and so, and especially for the UGC tools, it's, what happens if people stack up like 720 transparent objects in a row? It gets all kind of crazy. So we're probably not likely to do that anytime soon. I think a much higher priority for us is to dig in and just increase the amount of ink you have in general, rather than add transparent materials. I think we'd rather expand ink first. Wait. So the question / statement / assertion is, before we added the ink counter, we had infinite ink. I don't think that's true, the legend in VR. We've never had infinite ink. I mean, ink is really just a way of saying, how much GPU, how much CPU power can you use in a room. It's never been infinite. We all wish it was. But I think we've pretty much always had an ink counter. We've tweaked it and tuned it over time. But I think you're imagining a golden age that didn't exist. But I wish it was true. I wish it was true. All right, let's talk to Chaz. Chaz, what you got?
Wait a minute. Chaz?
Wait.
So Chaz is asking, will we ever get a translator in the chat system? So let me make sure I understand what you mean. You mean like in the room chat, like translating into different languages, or in the?
Yeah. I agree with you.
Oh.
Wait. Is that the actual Google? Wait.
He can't hear you.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's a really cool idea. I don't. I think so. I can't say yes, like we're working on that or something, but I will say I think that's a really neat idea, and we would love to do it. The kind of along those lines, we've been thinking a lot, and this is not to say, hey, we're about to do it or anything like that, but we've been thinking a lot about it'd be kind of nice to have better support for both speech to text and text to speech, which is kind of along similar lines, like it's processing speech, it's processing text, and kind of translating it into different forms. Because I think for some of our platforms, like it's hard to use a microphone. For some of our platforms, it's harder to type. It'd be really nice if you were talking, if you had someone without a mic and they could like generate speech by typing and vice versa. Anyway, so we think about all that stuff all the time, but that's a great idea. Really, really good idea. Let's talk to Supremium. What you got? Any plans for player hit events in CV2 so that games like Paintball can be made in CV2? All right, so that was the question. So the answer there is yes, absolutely, 100%, actively being worked on. Yeah, we really, really want to do that, and relatively soon. We got a wave of tools coming out first. We got some pretty exciting stuff coming out that you'll be able to make with the CV2 system. But yeah, getting that kind of paintball style PvP gameplay to just be native to CV2 is a high priority. So yeah, I know the team is actively thinking about that. Let's talk to this fancy gentleman, Breacher. Breacher, come here and I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? Secret just between you and me. Come to RecCon and we'll talk about it. I'm sorry, Fallen. I'm sorry. I'm cheating on you. All right. Who has not asked a question? Who is? All right, all right.
Bro, these people are so
Julie,
fucking
you asked the
stupid.
very first question, but go again.
That was my cat.
Hello,
All right.
people. Really, is it real?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know your cat spoke English. No, all of her was. Got him. That's a good question.
Yeah. So Julie's asking about sometimes people like try and scam gifts out of people and stuff like that. Hey, just be real careful. Don't give anyone your Rec Room passwords. Don't ever give anyone your Rec Room credentials. You know, most people in Rec Room are nice. Some people are going to try and scam you, but so you know, make sure you know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, this is the Remy thing. I don't know you that well. I shouldn't have gave it to you.
You can report
Yeah,
people if someone tries to scam you. By sure, for sure, report them.
Years.
All right, someone who had not asked a question over here. This guy, the one that's typing right now. Oh, okay. Kind Snack. All right, Kind Snack. What you got? How do you feel about the token events? Can you move forward a bit? Your text is in the other person's head. How do you? Let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, how do you feel about those token events that people fish for subs? You know, I'm not super familiar with how those events work. So I'll have to look into it. I know the mod team will pay attention to that. I think you know, we want people to build like, you know, games to play and social events to hang out. So anything that's just really farming for tokens or anything like that is not too cool. Like, you know, by analogy, like we recently turned off the subscription chip because people were using it just to farm for subscriptions, which is not really the spirit of what that chip is for. So yeah, if there's purely fishing events, that's just like
you
all
gotta
we're
go
doing is
through
farming
Film
for tokens.
Academy to get it.
We'll take a look, but I'm not super familiar with the mechanics of those events.
Yes. So,
All right, let's talk to Agent Queen. You got another one? Will there ever be pets in Rec Room? They've been mentioned before, but haven't been.
Hello,
spoken
and
about
welcome to
since.
the AMA.
So the question is, will we ever add pets to Rec Room? I think it is very likely at some point we will add pets to Rec Room because it's a very popularly requested feature. I know I would like to see it. I'm a big fan of pets in general. But I don't know exactly in what form. That's kind of we have a bunch of ideas. But yeah, let me just leave it as a very vague yes. I think at some point you'll see pets in Rec Room because it would just be super neat. It'd be so adorable. Okay, let's talk to Jack VR again. What you got, Jack? Is there gonna be like a working computer to actually watch Rec Room? You Rubers. So I think. So let me, if I interpret your question correctly, yeah, I know. So what I'll say is like, so we've got the desktop sharing. I'm not going to use it today because we're testing some other stuff, but we have the ability to share your Windows desktop into Rec Room so that you can have like a, you know, PowerPoint presentation. We do want to upgrade that to support actual video, yes, so that you can watch videos, you can share any video you can have on your computer, you can share into an event. So we have plans to make both the video streaming and the audio streaming better because after RecCon, something that we would like to level up is music events so that you can have kind of music events. We can have like a nightclub dance party. Now that we can have like, you know, thousands of people in the same event, it's going to be really fun to do like music events. So, but we think we need to do video streaming and better audio streaming for that. All right, let's talk to Jerry. What do you got for us? Was that a question, Jerry? Jerry said something about husbands and wives. Are you proposing to me, Jerry? It's a special day. Oh, it's a special. Oh, well, I'm very flattered. I'm very flattered, Jerry. But no. Anyway, let's talk to. Hang on. Who has not asked a question? Who has not asked a question? Sis, are we bringing people in from the Echo instances?
Yeah, it sounds like we are. Slowly but surely.
Who has not asked a question? All right, let's talk to Sebastian. I feel like we asked a question from you, but go for it anyway.
So retarded.
Oh, yeah. So the question is, right now in your watch, you've got a backpack you can go to. I'm going to it right now. That's what I assume it's doing. And there's tools, and there's the share camera, the maker pen, and the feedback tool. The idea for that is there are other tools we put in there eventually. That's why we made it a tools category. I don't know exactly what they want to be. I think the next two things that'll happen there is one, we're going to update the backpack to use the new UI, like we're doing with the rest of the watch. And then B, we want to make the share camera easier to use and better, and especially easier to kind of export like photos and even little videos out of Rec Room so that you can post them elsewhere. But yeah, ultimately, they'll... Oh, I don't think I understood what the question was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't mind them.
No.
Okay.
If you lost tokens or anything like that, please contact the mod staff. Please contact support.
No.
Right, okay,
Okay, that's
not
good.
what I asked. No, I'm not. I'm
All right,
done.
Fallen, what you got?
You woo fucking.
So
Hey,
I
question,
have
yo.
things, but
I am
I really want the Rec Room devs to add the hand-holding update. Will that be possible? Like, ever?
There is. I don't know how crazy it is, but there is definitely one new tool coming that is a significant workflow enhancement.
So like
Derpy,
the
he
hand-holding.
answered right
Yeah.
after.
So
Holy
yeah, I have
sure.
erectile dysfunction.
But I'm not going to do anything about it. You just have to do it. All right, who has not asked a question?
Me,
He's not gonna do
I
anything
haven't.
about
I
it.
haven't.
Okay,
I
let's
haven't.
talk to Alt F4.
All right.
Not
okay,
just a good
so-
name, great advice.
There's no alt.
Shut the fuck up.
Alt F4,
Okay.
what you got?
Is your phone sticky? Is my question.
I believe Alt
thing
F4
is so
doubles the
funny.
RAM on your computer, is that correct? That's what I've been told. Yeah. Gives you free RAM? Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Top tip. You heard it here first. 18 million Robux. That's a lot of Robux. All right, hang on. All right, Alt F4. What's going on? Are you writing a novel over here? He's typing away. I'm gonna mimic him. All right, who else has got a question while we're waiting for Alt F4 over here? All right, let's talk to Bo. Oh, hang on, wait a second. Will there ever be token refunds? Need to know in what context you mean, but generally speaking, no, I don't think so. All right, Bo, what you got?
My joke is getting bad again.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, about the Wii. This is
Mhm.
boring.
Mm-hmm.
Rage quit?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to, so I don't know if any of you have ever met or talked to Bboz. Bboz is really our kind of master of the token economy, so I would have to go ask him what he thinks about that. So yeah, no comment, Bo. That's what I'm saying on that one. All right, who has not asked a question? It looks like Art, the Art of Sorrow. Wow, this is like a hello. What's your question?
Can you sit in the seats? No. This is
Mhm.
so funny.
Me when.
Yeah, I know we recently added one missing emoji. Hello, yes. Oh, am I forgetting to repeat the question? Sorry. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mama Monkey. I appreciate that. So the question was, there is a shock face emoji which is available on screen mode, not currently available on VR mode. So yeah, we should figure out. Yes, we should figure out how to. We want all the same facial expressions on all the platforms. So if we haven't done that, that's just us being dumb. So yeah, thank you for the reminder. I probably knew that and forgot.
Is that it?
All right, who has not asked a question? I think Pocky has not asked a question.
Yes.
I really want to do film.
Okay, yeah.
recording.
So Pocky's question is, will we ever be able to use the broadcast feature for our games? So that's a great question. So this new broadcast feature where you can have certain people broadcasting and appearing all across the room. Yes, the idea is that this will be available to everyone eventually. That's the idea. in the RecCon timeframe, it's going to be, hey, it's only for the official RecCon panels because we're still kind of working on it. Ultimately, the goal is to make it available to everybody. For I think what you want to do is broadcast like a game, right? So you're playing, let's say, paintball or laser tag or some kind of game. Is that what you want to do? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
PC camera, let's go.
Got it. Yeah, so something that we'll need to do before you can do that. Right now, the broadcast does support held objects. So if I was to pick up, a paintball gun or a microphone, the people in the Echo instances would not see me holding that. You'd see it here in this room, but all of the additional instances would not see that I'm holding something. They'd just see me waving my arms around. So for something like watching gameplay, it'd be pretty weird. You'd see people running around literally with their hands out like this going pew, pew, pew. So we'll need to update that. We also need to get a lot of learnings from RecCon and kind of just learn what the limits are and stuff like that. But yes, the goal is that, anyone should be able to host events with hundreds or thousands of people in the audience. That's the goal. All right, who has not asked a question? Who has not asked a question? Okay, I want to say that, Jerry, it's technically true that you have not asked a question, but you have made several confusing statements. Is that fair to say? Yeah. All right, Bo, what you got? Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, so, hey, Mama Monkey, what's the status of people applying for screen share? I've got. So the question was, are you able to apply for screen share permissions right now? What's the current state? Okay, right. The state is we're trying to make it so everyone can have it. I think we might have stopped taking requests for the interim while we get it ready, but the goal is that everyone can use it. And as I said before, what we want to do is make it so that you can broadcast actual video as opposed to just a frame every second. So yeah, just a little patience, Bo. I'm sorry. But yeah, ultimately we want everyone to be able to have events with broadcast video and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to do 3 more questions, and then I'm going to go do a roundup and understand how we did, and could people hear clearly in the overflow rooms and the echo rooms. So let's talk to Kind Snack. What do you got? Would you consider adding a mushroom chat? I'm asking for Agent Queen. So the question is, would I consider adding a mushroom chat? So I have a question back to you. What is a mushroom chat? I hope I'm not... Mushroom hat. Okay, I was wondering what a mushroom chat was, and I hope I wasn't setting myself up to be trolled. A mushroom hat. Hey, I'll pass that along. I know the team is always looking for ideas for what kind of avatar items we want. So yeah, we'll add that to the list. Mushroom hat. I love that. I will say for the record, when I play Mario Kart, my character is Toad, so I am pro mushroom hat. Well, technically that's a toadstool hat. All right, Polly. Yes, Toad Squad. Polly, what you got? Do you know if there is ever going to be another tutorial gown and hat video winner soon again? I don't know that. Harry would know that, but probably. Like, I know that we like to celebrate the classes and everything. We love it when people go through the classes. So don't take my word as gospel. Harry would know better than me, but I would say probably. I would say it's likely. All right, last question. And before that, one statement from me. Toad, best character, 100%. Last question is going to come from Jack PR. What you got? What's the exact number of hairy man hairs on his hair? It is infinite. Harry's hair is infinite. When I heard that question. 100%. No, not going to do it, friends. I'm going to call it there today. I can always do a dance. All right. That's enough entertaining. So thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you to everyone in the Echo instances. Thank you for helping us test this technology. As I mentioned at the start, this is only our 2nd test ever of this technology. So this is a very, very important piece of Rec Room history today. You have helped us develop something that's very new in the Rec Room universe. This enables us to put on events, have hundreds or even thousands of people in the audience. This is very exciting stuff. So thank you for your help. Yes, you're exactly. Yes, you are now officially a founding father. Yeah. All right. So thank you, everyone. I'm gonna say bye for today. I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the help. we'll talk to you next time, and we'll see you all at RecCon, okay? All right. Bye, all. Thanks. I'm gonna tell you the secret of RecCon. What are you? Who's yelling at you? What? Someone's yelling at me. I should be a what? A goblin for Halloween? Yeah. Why? Sure. Oh my god. I walked into that one. That was really on me. That's really on me. Hey Sis, I don't see the stop. I don't see the stop broadcasting button.
Yeah, I don't either. I used to see it, but I don't anymore. I guess we just go, right?
Oh, I think it's because the event has ended.
Oh,
all right,
yeah,
thanks all.
right.
Thank you. Yeah. All right.
Yo, dude.
Yeah,